I'm no stranger to filling news holes, covering Clintons and Doles, but this place is weird. It's worse than I feared. Don't believe me? Here's
Ian Shoales. I remember arguments about what it was Billy Joe threw off the Tallahatchie Bridge, breathless media discussions of who Carly Simon was trashing when she sang her smash hit, You're So Vain. Some said Warren, some said Mick. Then there was the Paul is Dead flap. Alanis Morissette's smash hit, You Oughta Know, is the latest in the series of musical mysteries. This is the first-person narrative of a woman raging against a lover who dropped her like a bad habit. Women love the song, men are terrified by it. And there's a backlash. Young Ms. Morissette was a disco singer in her teens. To some critics, this background disqualifies her from Rage. The song was co-written with Glenn Ballard, a man, composer for slick superstars like Madonna and Wilson Phillips. This makes Morissette a phony, some say, only pretending to hate her lover to sell records to disgruntled feminists. Well, nobody called Carly Simon a phony when she disrespected her anonymous vain lover boy. People didn't call Don McLean names when they tried to decipher the lyrics to American Pie. And why isn't anybody interested in finding out who Morissette's ex-lover was? I mean, it could have been Trent Reznor or somebody really cool. We don't care. We've lost our curiosity. No wonder the music died. I had the occasion to sit next to a Canadian guy on a recent flight. Our discussion turned to things Canadian, as it usually does when one chats with Canadians. They're insidious. Expatriate Canadians include Neil Young, Lorne Green, Lorne Michaels. Anybody called Lorne is from Canada, actually. Joni Mitchell, the cast of Saturday Night Live, the Kids in the Hall, the cast of SCTV. Canadians are everywhere. Keep watching the skies. Well, Alanis Morissette is Canadian as well. And my flying companion had been following her career with interest. He told me that her lover had been Dave Coulier. Yes, allegedly, the co-host of America's Funniest People, co-star of Full House, was the man who'd broken Ms. Morissette's heart, unleashed her demons, and set her down the road to triple platinum and oodles of Grammys. Now, I have nothing against Dave Coulier. As a matter of fact, I worked with him some years ago on a children's television show for Nickelodeon. Struck me as a nice guy. He definitely didn't seem like the Rochester or Heathcliff type, though. He used to do Donald Duck impressions between takes. That's not how Antony wooed Cleopatra. Imagine discovering that You're So Vain was really about John Ritter. Suppose that when Don McLean drove his Chevy to the levee, it was actually sopping wet and the good old boys were drinking Snapple. Well, you can see I'm not taking his rumor very well at all. But I don't know Alanis Morissette's emotional needs. Maybe a man who does impressions of cartoon animals filled a void in her psyche. It could be that Dave Coulier, when he's not making funny mouth noises, is a brooding, Byronic figure, the Daniel Day-Lewis of Shtickmeisters. I don't know the truth. Nobody does. But I do know that Dave Coulier is Canadian. Think about it. I gotta go.